Let's get into it indeed. Big match. Love seeing Snax back. Doesn't look like he has missed a step with the action we have seen. Maybe there's revenge to be had for FaZe in this series. Ancient is where we begin then. It's going to be very interesting to see how Snax and GamerLegion can perform in this longer series versus FaZe. Oof. It's a big headshot for Rain, still standing for the time being, but not for long. Isaac's going to finish off the job there, looking for more now. karrigan will deal with him. Bomb planted, fast moving round on Ancient. More headshots to be delivered. Twist and Rops remain versus Volt and Snax, all very capable. Volt dancing behind a narrow pillar, spotting Rops, going for that burst fire, back to single. Wondering where Snax is, hiding in the back. Big headshot for Twist, but he's still standing. He's got all the info now. Snax trying to isolate the fights as best he can. Quick reload for him. Twist is the man with the kit. He's also the man with 5 HP. Rops is going to try and keep Snax off the angle, but the angle he will find. And that might just be enough now. All he has to do is stay alive, and this pistol is with GamerLegion.
Snax coming through for GamerLegion early in this one. They take that pistol with the B play, and they went for that B play, which has been gone for by a lot of teams here on these pistol rounds. But you see that FaZe were pretty well prepared for it. They had players ready. They had the rotate ready. Not enough, though, in the 2-on-2. Very well played in the end by Snax. Rops just can't cover his teammate, the low health player defusing, and so Snax realizes he can just play for time. A little dance of happiness from Kioz early in this one. As you said, FaZe out for revenge. This would be the time to do it, but not off to a good start here. GamerLegion win the pistol on their map pick, and they should have a pretty easy time in this one.
Not too much danger in terms of these pistols. karrigan's got the deagle. P250 here, a P250 there. USP for Rain, though. That'll be enough. Ever capable. Daddy Rain. They've lost 2 players now, GamerLegion. This will be encouraging for FaZe. karrigan with the Galil. How much do they have to lose in this one? 1v3. The more damage, the better. Now his position has been revealed. That is another failed grenade. It's quite the catalogue of failed grenades that we have in this tournament so far. No judging, though. Because it's a whole new world. Do you want to sing that?
No.
Looking at Disney, no?
Nah, not me.
All right.
Gotta pay for that. Yeah, good start for GamerLegion. I think here, FaZe coming into this one have had a lot of close games. It has to be said, and they're looking pretty good. I've really enjoyed seeing Rain adapt to the new game. I think he's had some good performances. Meanwhile, on the GamerLegion side, it's been pointed out Volt has had a fantastic tournament so far. I think he's someone that's got a lot of potential on GamerLegion. I'm glad to see he's starting to realize it on this squad now. Snax also being brought into the mix has added a bit of extra fragging output as the in-game leader compared to Nealon. And here comes that first gun round then for FaZe.
Straight into the bomb site. The numbers game is here, but karrigan gets 2. That's exactly the overperformance he needed to keep his team in this game. And it gets even better for them. Brokey dropping kills, making it a 3 versus 2 before that bomb plant comes in, and he's got more to do. This surge hasn't quite worked out for the squad. 1v3 for Isaac, waiting for that rotation to come in. Rops' timing looks good, though. No kit for these 3 players. Could be one on the site. Rops will solve the problem, though. Great burst from him. Love the confidence from Rops. Never too many bullets, just enough. And FaZe will find an early first round. Early enough, anyway. 1-2. Bomb plant for GamerLegion.
Yeah, well denied by FaZe, though. Love seeing karrigan here get these first couple of kills. Just no real utility, really just a pack mentality. So important that you get a double spray early like that from karrigan. Sets FaZe up on the front foot, allows them to succeed in those trades. And definitely nice for FaZe to see karrigan delivering and performing in that round. because his stats haven't been too good so far at this event. So we have a brief pause in play. Apparently there is a sound issue for Ash, the coach of GamerLegion. So we will have a brief technical pause. I think it's quite hard to read this series. I mean, historically, it used to be whenever you got an international team playing against FaZe, they would always be either the budget version of FaZe or the budget version of FaZe. But GamerLegion against FaZe in the past, both maps they've played have gone to overtimes. So it just goes to show the international teams are getting stronger and stronger. GamerLegion certainly can pack a punch.
I was watching Taz's co-stream of some of the games yesterday. I know he's going to be watching this as well. He was hoping to see Neo versus Snax in a matchup for today, and that has certainly delivered. Old friends here in Sydney. So happy to see good performances from Snax thus far.
It's also just a style of play thing, I feel like, with Snax, where his style almost feels timeless because his understanding and read on the game is so good. You just always saw that in his individual play. He'd always pop up right behind you.
Yeah, that high-level Counter-Strike doesn't disappear. Many wise lessons learned in his previous tenure. And again, it's such a good time to come back as well with everything mixed up. Lots of uncertainties in the short term as we iron out the kinks of the new game.
I gotta say, I do love that Twist came out in an interview yesterday saying, I think pros need to be doing a better job at leading by example, not being too critical, and then Valve drop an update that everyone universally hates. Really tested him. He's had some constructive criticism still, though, which is important.
Yeah, that's amusing. Also the brief mention of the 120 FPS. But I'm not here to roast the devs, just to point out that they should be targeting 300, let's say.
Absolutely. What's this smoke from Isaac? He's not just inspecting the shrubbery. He's got a line up here. Looks like that will be over towards the B side of the map, but that looks like a big old fake from GamerLegion. Bomb is still outside A. That was the smoke from Isaac. Trying to cut off that cave area. I don't know if FaZe are falling for this fake right now, though. karrigan's got a kill. They seem to have denied that push. And that means Twist can hang around at mid here.
Will he look away towards A, though? Maybe not, because Rops has got long covered. There'll be problems at A then. Rops will have to hold his position. Brokey's rotating over quickly, and Rain's going to be on the flank as well. And as things start to go wrong on the bomb site, okay, I can't even finish my sentence. They all get wiped out very promptly indeed. Talk about a shutdown. Tied score early.
Yeah, damn. That looked like the final boss on Takeshi's castle right there. They didn't land a single shot. That was impossible mode, it seemed like. That is a cool smoke, I gotta say, trickling through. I don't know how useful it's gonna be in general rounds. Yeah, look at this, Brokey arriving, spots one man, pulling a nade out, Rops with an easy spray. And signs of frustration already on the faces of GamerLegion. They knew that that was an important round because now they have basically nothing.
Oh my word. Those two mollies, that HG, that was sublime. A fast eco round is a good one. My word, we're seeing so many fast rounds in general, be it full bio or eco, but that one was super brief.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you haven't caught much CS2, if you haven't seen an ancient game, it is much easier now for the CTs to control mid early, and that is having all sorts of implications. It's allowing the CTs to sometimes just use mid to go down towards B lane from mid and really have a threshold on that area of the map. Looks like in this one, GamerLegion have something set out of spawn. Everyone grouped to A, but there is a 1-2 punch ready on the hold for FaZe in Rops and Brokey.
Both teams holding grenades. One to start, one to respond.
Do we get counter util from FaZe here? They've got a lot of nades on them here. What's the timing like, though?
Yeah, Brokey's been holding that flash. In he goes then. Rops is going to get all the information. Grabs two, spots someone to kill Cam as well. Oh, Brokey may have lost position. No, he hasn't. Delivers critically onto Kios. Great work from FaZe. The A bomb site is not open for business. It has been lethal. And GamerLegion have been on the receiving end. 3 more for Snax, makes no assumptions. Rain's creeping behind with a superior angle. 3 stand at the end of the round for FaZe as they press on then. 4-2. Quick turnaround on Ancient.
Yeah, GamerLegion should have checked the dress code ahead of time there. No teas welcome on this bomb site. And I'm loving this from FaZe. This looks like a FaZe that have done their homework and going for these active plays, ready to counter these plays from GamerLegion. And a criticism people have had of FaZe in the past is that they were a little too defaulty, a little too standard sometimes. Well, that's a round where they have a beautiful counter set up with the utility. And here is that mid play. Rops can peek right down into B early, see that that's clear, and that will give early warning to the A-sided players that they might need to be ready.
karrigan quickly over towards A. The AUG might be the right tool. They'll want to keep the distance if they can because of these Tech 9s. 5 Tech 9s on road. And with enough flashes, they might just be able to close that distance. They've got the smokes for it as well. And they start to sail in then. Twist and Rops waiting in mid. There'll be smokes in that donut position to try and isolate the rotation. But can they find any mileage with these Tech 9s? They're the chain flashes, but they're still looking for a quick frag. Denied by the choke point. They'll have to take evasive action. A gamble then. A gamble sends towards B. Moving through mid as well, but Twist has gone through their smoke. They'll think better of that. But FaZe have had the time to reposition. They're looking strong in these early rounds.
Yeah, Twist realizes no need to be in the middle of mid. Don't want to give away your gun. Don't want to have no cover. 30 seconds. Snax falls, and now it is all about the mid move from GamerLegion. But that's a great angle from Twist. An easy cleanup. They are looking locked in right now. Finally, a frag for GamerLegion. But the last couple of rounds, they've barely been finding any kills. It has been convincing round wins for FaZe's CT side.
That slight trigger discipline from Twist was so good as well. He understands that 3 remain. You could try and land a shot or 2 on the back of that first player or just crushed around by picking up the ones behind him. Testament to a high-skilled player.
FaZe just look one step ahead right now. In almost every round, they're denying the early moves from GamerLegion. What's the adaptation like? Molly was just used at mid, so GamerLegion know that FaZe can't have moved up from mid towards B. It's going to allow them to challenge Cheetah more aggressively. Brokey with a warning shot there, lands it through the door.
It's an important 5-1-4 for GamerLegion. Volt still holding some map control as Rob starts to lurk. And he'll be punished just as I say that. Now the map is wide open. And GamerLegion can cut noise if they want to. Spread these CTs out. You have to wonder what the gamble will be like for FaZe now. 3 on 5. Do you bunch together? There's no real good option for them at this point. Rain at the back of B. karrigan's done great work on B so far. But he's got nothing else to say about this round.
Risk has to be taken here by FaZe, down 3 on 5. And Twists almost gets the chance for a 1-on-1 fight. But Volt will now sit back. Bit of info for his team. Molly in from Rain allows him to reposition with 40 seconds remaining. He's calling for reinforcements as well, but these smokes are going to make life awkward for FaZe here.
How much more do you want to lose? A great flick from Bro, but that is such an oppressive smoke. He's the only one standing for the squad now. How's he only taken 10 damage from that grenade? That is a dud. GamerLegion with good position. This has been a pricey round for FaZe. Ropsto's almost got 11k in the bank. They'll be fine for a buy, whether they hold this AWP or not.
Yeah, they know it's an AWP, and he actually only has 2 bullets as well. So gotta be efficient here, Brokey, to try and save. That will not be allowed. Volt has him locked in. Important reaction, important adjustment there from GamerLegion.
I do wonder what the snipers feel about the sound of scoping in CS2, because it doesn't sound satisfying to me.
True.
And it's not, I'm not saying it's bad because it's change. changes can often be good, but it just doesn't feel satisfying. It doesn't feel sexy. There's not an urgency to it, like the sound of the scope in CSGO, where you're like, oh, let me find something, you want to get some big action. It just feels a bit like a wheel turning on a toy robot or something. I don't know. Don't like it. Anyway.
Look at the setup from FaZe. 3 players positioned around mid. That means Rain is alone on B right now. Urgency rising. He has to put that smoke down, but GamerLegion might go through this.
They keep playing the same song. Not bored of it just yet. There's more util for them. A lot of mollies for GamerLegion to deploy here as well, but Brokey will find something through the smoke, and that'll encourage the squad. This bomb site is surrounded. Rops on a late lurk once again. Keel's dancing around these flames, but again, there's so many mollies to come. As the smokes will go, angles, opportunity arises for FaZe. 4-on-3, Kit on half the squad. Acor, quite a fast sniper. Has a good angle versus Brokey. There are other players to draw his attention as well. Looking for the flick a little too early on that one, and down he goes. Snax and Isaac remain. Isaac with angles. Doesn't have one for the bomb though. Through the smoke goes karrigan. Is anyone defusing? They're not. The molly will be a determining factor, and off they go. FaZe will lose a lot in this round.
Oh, Rops was doing Rops things, taking as much time as possible. So many players would have overlooked that, but Snax held it the whole time. And then they get that molly onto the bomb with such little time left. FaZe's cheeky setups have not been working in the recent rounds. GamerLegion have adapted well. They dealt with the early aggression, and now they go with a fast play of their own that pays off.
Doesn't take long for that CT money to start to vanish.
Yeah, this was so good from Snax. Waited for Rops.
That tier 1 wisdom coming through.
And
nothing
molly,
they can do.
MVP.
Look at the size of that molly. Everybody getting smoked towards the end. Getting close again. Snax likes to adapt as the game progresses. Again, in a conversation earlier this week before the matches had begun. He's very confident in his expectations. We'll see if he can deliver on FaZe once again.
Smoke from karrigan. That's not what he wants, because this is a fast play again, and the flash is too good.
Sending it into B once more. Safety in numbers for GamerLegion. Can Rain escape this position? He can't. Kios drops him. Brokey's close. The rest of his team are not. And again, I wonder, even if he does find something here, does that just encourage the team to get close enough to lose all of their weapons?
It just got re-smoked. And that play from Snax again in enemy lines. If Snax played TF2, he'd be the spy for sure. Always in behind you. Looks like GamerLegion are trying to hunt even. They've got players over on A right now, but Brokey's hanging around. He doesn't have a kit here. Just looking for damage by the looks of things. He's found one. Oh, he is going to tap that bomb, trying to bait them in. But Isaac will get the frag. Maybe hoping GamerLegion die to the bomb.
Yeah, he may have felt like he was going down with the sword one way or another. Tried to cut the losses and squeeze whatever he could out of that one. Just the MP9 saved by the CT. Score is tied then, 5-5. This has been a very popular bomb site. GamerLegion streaming in one way or another. Sometimes with an execute, sometimes with a flash. Plenty of space created here.
I think I'm getting baited. I just saw Novas bought by FaZe, but I think they refunded them. I was about to get excited. Timeout, which allows for Neo to maybe say, nah, man, the Nova's not it.
The Nova's nuts, man.
It is quite good.
I played it a lot in CSGO, around Inferno, top mid, but haven't ventured into it. I've been using the IRL Inferno. I mean IRL Nova, sorry. And practical shooting comps.
Haven't really seen the AWP be a factor at all here in this half. Remember yesterday, or the day before, we were seeing Monacy with that AWP just run into cave round after round. But not many AWPers can do that. Either way, FaZe have to go for the half buy in this one. They will be hoping for either a miracle in this, or a 6th round in the last one. And that molly early forces karrigan into the waiting arms of Kios. The shadows on Ancient, man. The shadows are scary. Seen that betray people a couple of times. Oh, the whiffs come through. FaZe have got a chance at this round now. That gun's recoverable. Wasn't
a result people were expecting. There are smokes here for GamerLegion, but I feel like FaZe will be growing with danger. Great flashbang. If he goes after Rain, though, surely he's done for. Twist.
Oh, boy.
Thank you for playing. 3v2. GamerLegion taking control once again. Brokey down to 16 HP with that Desert Eagle. And Robs with that saved weapon from the previous round. He's got his money together with the team, so he could go for this. Of course, it is... excuse me, absolutely not in his favor. Moment for reflection then.
Yeah, gotta say, GamerLegion have adjusted really well here, because it was clear that FaZe had done a lot of homework. They're throwing a few different setups into the mix. I think because it's GamerLegion's pick, FaZe are just trying to throw curveballs at them. And at first, those curveballs were getting through. But as you said earlier, Snax, definitely an in-game leader who looks like he can adapt mid-half. You always know Rops is going to want to eke everything out.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he'll get that AK.
Gonna hop up and try and retrieve it afterwards. Yes, there we go. Nice work. Again, these larger explosions are very dangerous indeed. GamerLegion back in the lead then, 6-5. As we head into the last round of the first half. Neck and neck.
And the orbs come out. Don't think we've seen them up until this point at all, but both sides have a sniper for the last round of the first half.
We saw Acor briefly.
Oh, yeah, right.
Post plant, quick flick, mixed results. Twist sending it in mid. A rise of M4A4s over the, well, maybe not over the silence, but we've seen an increase. Silence M4 has been very popular thus far. Almost a trade there. Volt able to escape of 16 HP. They found a lot of mileage in those M4A4s so far on the CT side, though. Again, karrigan with those multi-frags early were very key for the success that FaZe were able to find. Maybe there's a bit more in this half for them.
See how oppressive that mid control can be. Twist can just peek down into B, and now FaZe have a crossfire on this B lane area, allowing FaZe to lock out the B side of the map entirely. So how do GamerLegion get back into this round? Maybe they need a contact play out A. Isaac's hunting, but there's no one to be hunted here right now. Brokey's playing an extremely passive angle with that AWP. And the bomb is still staying back at B. I think it will rotate back round now, but Brokey's position looks so good. Not a fight that Isaac can win. And GamerLegion really working with scraps at this point in the last round of this half.
Rob senses something. Spidey senses tingling. It will be 6-6 at halftime then. We are tied up at the first game of this series. Very interesting stuff so far. Both teams have turned up to deliver. We'll see who takes the lead early in the second half.
Wow, GamerLegion bouncing back after FaZe put together a big streak early. 6-6 at the half, GamerLegion's map pick, but it is still all to play for here. FaZe showing they will be a threat on this map. They do need to step up though. Pretty solid streak towards the end there for GamerLegion. Put them in good shape heading into their CT side. We have got dualies out on Snax and Nade as well. And FaZe look like they're going to take a strat out of GamerLegion's book from their pistol and send it over to B.
Oh my. Volt just took them in the face and off he goes. Same for Snax as well. Revenge to be had by the likes of FaZe. So much pressure on this bomb site. Isaac can just take a bath then, hold on to his Kevlar, because his team were given absolutely nothing in this round. Admire the water, the bricks, the woods, the plants, the foliage, if you will. Hunt from karrigan then, and he gets nothing either. That is an angry FaZe coming in for the second pistol. A wonderful start. Speaking of threats as well, very nice half for Brokey coming into this one with 12 frags on the board. As for Acor though, didn't quite get started with that AWP, but now he's got the luxury of the CT side angles. Maybe he'll come to life and be a deciding factor on this map.
The question is, how long will it take for him to get that AWP out after a convincing pistol for FaZe? I think a lot of teams are running that B play. Worst case scenario, you're probably going to get a bomb plant with those smokes down, which is still a pretty good position. Oh, that nade. Close, but no cigar. We've got the silenced T-side gun. You know what I'm talking about. The MP5 Alpha Rain. Not going to blend in any more GamerLegion. At least it's harder to, I feel, in CS2.
Oh man, well, in some places, yes, sometimes yes, sometimes no. There was a great screenshot from mid on Inferno with a excuse me, with a T standing in the crawl space. I think it was called Spot the T or something, or Spot the Player, and it took me about 20 seconds to finally figure out where that guy was standing. Where are the Arctic Avengers, by the way? I've been waiting for them for ages. There's even stickers of the Arctic Avengers. That would make me play Dust 2. Get the Arctic Avengers on there again. And maybe I could be persuaded to venture back onto that map. GamerLegion dispatched of early. They didn't really invest into that round. Now things will get started for them.
I think it's important for teams to stay disciplined in those rounds against USPs. You can quite easily lose more players than you would expect. So when you get the bomb down for free, no need to risk trying to hunt. karrigan with the MAC-10 got a couple of kills though, which is always nice for the bank balance. And here comes that buy from GamerLegion. Acor going for the AUG over on the A site. Looks like GamerLegion haven't thrown that early smoke on mid from spawn. Keels will do it on the fly instead. Oh, that nade is going to work nicely. Keels only good for one.
Surprise! You thought you could stand next to the smoke. Denied. 4-4 favors FaZe with so much time on the clock. GamerLegion spread thin then. Isaac spotting mid from the back from that red room, just trying to keep an eye on things. Rop's getting his lurk on as per usual. Have a look at the crosshair placement. Showing presence. Got to be really careful about these peaks, Isaac. Only takes the one shot. 59 seconds on the clock as rain starts to creep in then. Volt on an island. Drowned very quickly indeed. Great spatial awareness, good angles from Rain. More or less closing out this round, and Brokey will confidently dispatch of Acor, bomb or no bomb. Instant trade, and there's so much firepower on this server.
Yeah, I should not have questioned Brokey with the game he's having. 18 kills now, over 100 ADR for Brokey. Beastin' and feastin'. And GamerLegion forced into a timeout because this could spiral out of control quite quickly for them. That round, you have one CT committed to the site, but once those smokes go up, it's so hard for anyone to help him there on the GamerLegion side. Saw how easily this player got isolated, even with the missed molly. Volt tries to tuck on in, Rain gets a great entry, and then it could have been a disaster if Brokey went down, but he is clean with his AK. And now GamerLegion are going to start to feel the pressure here on their map pick.
I'm telling you, man, AWP needs to be eco on a pistol round. Get that AWP no Kevlar guaranteed for the buy rounds with MR12. I would do it. I'm sure I'll be the only person who would. I do it. Always have. But the urgency to just start off in the right way. So high at the moment. GamerLegion with a significant investment in this round. These 5-7s, honestly, their value has risen this week. The importance of these half buys, of force buys, very, very high. Acor's rolling with a Zeus. Almost at a Juice. There he is.
Inspectable. Wonder when we'll get skins for the Zeus.
Oh, no skin left for Acor. But again, still a dangerous round, creeping close with the 5-7, dodging the flashbang. karrigan putting in work on the B-bomb site once again. Isaac left with the MP9. Just way too many eyeballs on that skin. Consider me uncomfortable.
He's watching you. This could get really uncomfortable then for GamerLegion. This is what we've been talking about. Even with a close half, if you lose the pistol, lose the first gun round, there's no room for error. They're going to be facing a 10-6 deficit. And that doesn't put FaZe too far away from a steal of a map against GamerLegion on the pick of GamerLegion. And then this series becomes all sorts of problem for GamerLegion. Isaac seeing what he can do, but FaZe have exited elsewhere. Economy management, important, and again, FaZe making sure they hold on to 4 guns. It's going to put them in great shape with their money.
6150 for Acor. The AWP will be coming out, I'm sure. And he needs to find impact with that immediately. That will partly depend on the rounds that FaZe run as well, though. Let's not forget how many rounds GamerLegion just sent it into that B-bomb site. Smoke executes and flashbangs. Only so much you can do with an AWP in that regard. Let's see where Acor goes. No one towards A immediately. A 0-2-3 setup for GamerLegion. Isaac will offer some utility towards mid, and then go back towards that A-bomb site. And indeed, Acor is looking for something. And now FaZe have cheaply found the location of that sniper rifle. Does he stay or does he go?
It's going to allow them to take mid with these smokes coming up. Keel's being watched for not any longer, but Rops is there behind, and karrigan wants to find a gap. Should have heard that rotation from Acor. Is he still ready? The shadow betrays him. And so it's back to even numbers.
That is a sick angle, Shadows considered. Even conceding your position with sound. GamerLegion after a rough swing in mid, turning things around. Snax spots the bomb, expecting some support somewhere, surely. Rops in the meantime knows that he's cleared out the A bomb site. Look at his urgency there. Still though, Brokey's in a dicey situation, and now he's even more alone. Volt in that mid position will drop that bomb, and Rops' play towards A may not pay off after all. Finds himself in a 1v3. They know where he is roughly. Nice peek onto Acor, but he'll deliver that frag.
Can see how important that round was for GamerLegion. And for FaZe, still plenty of chances. Their money is still strong for this one, but yeah, these shadows, especially on Ancient, they can be brutal. You've got to really learn those, because otherwise you could be walking into your doom. And then in the 3-on-3, you saw Twist feel like he just had to get active. He was put in a really awkward spot because Brokey on that bomb was in a precarious position. They're unable to go together. Here's karrigan upping the pace to be able to try and storm mid. Oh, great angle from karrigan. He hits the headshot.
He's having such a good game. But again, no sounds. Maybe unclear if that's the sound of people burning or the smoke. GamerLegion trying to fight their way back into this one. Twist waiting for them and punishing. Now, eventually, someone's going to have to go towards A for the CTs. Wonderful stuff. Snax just waiting in that corner. Tying up the numbers. Acor playing at distance with the AWP. Looking through a full stack of util for him also. And again, these mollies are so big, even if he gets smoked off, if he's got a lineup to buy some time and thwart a plant, that could be something. But he's heading towards mid. He's wondering what's happening there. Clearing it along with Snax. There's got to be a prompt response now. They know no one's there. Back towards A he goes. Volt's on the rotation as well. 40 seconds on that clock. Acor holding his angles. Oh. Plant begins. Flashbang for Volt to swing. Let's see how they can use that util. Snax is on a big flank and distraction will be run. Twist dropped from the back. Brokey and Rops have got so many compromised angles now. How do they come out on top here? Multiple smokes and the molly they could throw beyond it. They understand the urgency, the desperation. Brokey's been heard by Acor, who's looking for him. Misses the shot though. Into Volt he goes, down to a 2-on-2. Rops trying to find a way to do something. I think he was getting hit by a molly there. This one's very, very nervous for both squads now as Snax finds a way to deliver onto Brokey and Rops doesn't have the angle. The defuse is coming through. That one was terrifyingly nervous for both squads.
Yeah, that got so awkward. GamerLegion consistently just tap that bomb. They keep on tapping it. And you can see how uncomfortable it made FaZe. Rops especially was thinking of sending it through the smoke, realized that would be a risk too big to take. But that smoke puts him in a position where it's so hard to spam that bomb, so hard to find the right angle.
Snax doing 180s like he's playing Quake.
GamerLegion have passed some of the early tests. Felt like they had to win a couple of those rounds there to bring the scoreline back somewhat close. FaZe still with money though. That is the upside of FaZe winning those earlier rounds so convincingly. Snax never shy to play to the cameras, even in an intense game like this one. Spot at the quarterfinals on the line. Early aggression coming out from GamerLegion. Smoker's con down into the B doors. Flashes to follow. Looks like they will send this. And the T side quite often having to give up this control. FaZe happy to leave it for now.
Acor still focused on A. Look at this proactive rotation from GamerLegion. Isaac will go to join him. He's got a HE in the hole as well. Rops just lurking for the time being. FaZe waiting out these grenades. They've cut noise completely. They could emerge anywhere. They could have a prod towards mid. Keels will cover Volt's back. That setup is quite important. 56 seconds now. What is the play from FaZe? Volt showing presence. Who starts to move first? That clock is going to move first into GamerLegion's favor, really. Still waiting for this pop flash. Keels, here's the sounds. Volt has retracted. No frags to be had for FaZe just yet. That flash could be key, though. Oh, doesn't win that duel. Rops will have some sounds onto Isaac. He'll hear him rotating. If he starts to run, he's going to stand his ground. No, he's got 3 coming his way, and that means trouble towards this bomb site. Acor delivers onto 1, but there are so many people coming his way. A smoke to try and make some space for himself. He has to stay alive. He needs rotation. He needs help, and he needs it now.
Trying to just stay alive. Realizes he can't deny that bomb. Rops was making noise there, which made Acor uncomfortable, and Rops still playing on the edge of this box. Biding his time as Snax moves in. Rops' angle looked good, but look at the reaction. Snax with a snappy headshot. And FaZe are all back in donut, but there's no smoke to cut off the angle and no real time. GamerLegion have got to get on this soon. Tap to the bomb, forces a peek from FaZe, but they look comfortable, and GamerLegion look like they have to save. It is FaZe up to 11.
That's a very smart withdrawal from GamerLegion. Just saw the defuse kit committed in donut, the worst possible position, all things considered. No real way for them to win that round. 19 times out of 20 from that spot, I think. So they'll hold on to their weapons, but FaZe are on 11. That's going to be quite the problem. There's money to be spread on the GamerLegion side, though. A timeout to consider the options. Acor and 7 frags now after a quiet first half. More are required, though, of all the team. 3 rounds behind FaZe.
Yeah, you see Acor trying to do what he can. That flash was deployed to attempt to activate alongside the smoke. But Rob's making a bit of noise. That was a great shot from Snax, but it all leads to nothing. It was a really nice fake from FaZe there, out to B. And an important kill that they found by Rain to make sure that that B side could not rotate over to A that quickly. 20 frags for Brokey. Great game from him. A lot of it with the rifle as well. And again, GamerLegion aren't throwing that smoke from spawn. They're just going for the molly instead. Smoke deployed now. FaZe currently grouped outside A. What does Keels want to get up to in this smoke?
Oh! He's heard him! Oh! I think he was maybe trying to... Let's not forget, there was a smoke there previously. FaZe dropped a smoke grenade, a grenade in it. Had a smoke wipe, looked towards mid, maybe trying to play against that, but Twist takes nothing for granted. Outsmarts GamerLegion early.
Yeah, that's why it's worth just putting that one shot into the smoke. Sound cues give the game away. Flash into mid, Acor blind and forced back. More utility coming, so he has to concede his position. Although a counter molly was deployed, so Acor can still get an angle here.
Positioning for a split. They've got to deal with Acor, though. He's got very impressive angles he can post up with. Smoked off for the time being. Volt pulling away from mid, heading towards an A bomb site, and Twist is lurking. Robs with a nice shot. But Acor is still active. We said he needed to be, and he certainly is. In the clutch now, a GamerLegion 2-on-3. The bomb falling back. But that could be heard by Acor. He's got the sound cues. Look at Twist's position, though. That would have stopped the rotation from Volt towards CT. Through mid he goes, but Rain is waiting for him, and he will contain him. That's a very strong round from FaZe as they move to game points.
Fantastic mid-round read as well. They realize that B side is going to be completely clear. We've got the position to cut off the rotations. And Acor had to send a Hail Mary through the smoke, which was never going to work for him. As Keel's getting caught out early. I think you're right. He probably was waiting for a smoke wipe that never came. And FaZe trade effectively enough to put them in the advantage. And GamerLegion struggling here. It was their map choice on Ancient. And it is looking difficult for them right now. Can someone step up? Can someone be the hero for GamerLegion? Because if not, FaZe will have a fantastic chance in this series to try and book that spot in the quarterfinals. Fast from FaZe, all out to A.
Very fast indeed. Is it the right tool for the job? Great first attempt from Isaac. Trying to isolate the fight, but he can't hold on. That's going to give some more space now as Kios needs some close quarters action.
Ooh.
Look at a long-range headshot from Rain though, but Acor is here. He's found himself another AWP, and we've got ourselves a 3-on-3. Meat shots from Snax. Nice upgrade for him as well, as they try to get that bomb planted, but not in time. Brokey in the clutch, 1v3. Got 2/3 of the info at the very least. Acor standing in the flames. He will fall to Brokey, but Volt's there to pick it up. They're not done with this one just yet. They need 3 from 3, but they are still standing, GamerLegion.
Yeah, Isaac did a real solid job with the counter utility there. Allowed him to isolate the fight onto karrigan early. Just enough of a delay so that GamerLegion could have players rotating in. Even though it was some weak weapons, it was also the AWP of Acor that arrived, and he was able to get active enough. You saw the force that he had to go for behind that utility, but it works for him. And in this one, still a solid buy for FaZe. Brokey has now got that AWP in his hands. karrigan's had to go down to a P250. See
That's a shame.
How aggressive he gets. Oh, good shot again, Acor.
Acor delivering.
That's a gun for karrigan, perhaps. Ouch. Bit of molly damage there for Brokey up top. Oh, that nade looks good.
He's lost his angle, though.
Great nade.
Waits for the flash before he goes in. Brokey has a look. karrigan dropped. Then there were 3 for FaZe. They don't really have much money either. That doesn't mean they're going to lose the next rounds, though. We know what they're capable of with pistols. But what are GamerLegion capable of? In the vacuum of IEM Sydney, what is their ceiling? Unknown for now. 5-on-2. These weapons could be important in the rounds to come. We'll see what happens. Bomb's been lost. Snax with quite the airtime. Congratulations from Brokey, who's 23 for 8 now. He has been explosive, but again, Acor has been so important. He had to be, and he has been in these games. Watching the co-stream from Taz, he spoke very highly. He thinks Acor's massively underrated. One of the fastest snipers in the game.
GamerLegion grinding back then. And the last 2 maps between these teams, the last times they've played on record, both maps have gone to overtime. One of them here at Sydney ended 19-15 in favor of GamerLegion once it hit overtime. 19-15 sounds like a CSGO scoreline, but CS2 with the overtimes. Again, Acor has been so much better in this second half.
Nice. Yeah, you've got to deliver on that CT side with the angles, depending on the map.
Oh man, this money's awkward for FaZe. They're saving, but 2 of their players with $100. That's not going to put them on the same page here.
Depending on the map, it could be quite challenging on the T side, but we see Brokey with the hero sniper for this round. Yes, there is an AK from Rops, but really, he's got to be the man to deliver. You can see the information men going in first for FaZe, getting the info for the big guns to come, but nothing doing.
Snax has got the USP. That's all he's got. Brokey hits one. Brokey had the chance for more, but I think he is in trouble now. Falls back. So many players. A second shot lands.
Careful, careful, careful. The man's got a minute. Do not get carried away chasing Brokey.
I like the relay.
He loves this style. Battle sniping and chaos is his bread and butter. Do not throw this round away. It is still game points of FaZe, and he'll win it if you give him a chance.
Yeah, especially not to lose the map. Would be so brutal. This will be a hard angle to clear, though. Ooh, base the shots. But Kios delivers 12-11. And remember, that FaZe economy was a little awkward. A couple of the players will not have the guns they want here. Looks like 2 AKs, a Galil, and probably some pistols in there for FaZe. GamerLegion were facing a loss on their map pick, but they put 3 rounds in a row together, and now they need 1 more to take it to overtime. Can FaZe dig deep with an awkward buy? We're about to find out.
They have enough util to create opportunity. Kios refuses to be deterred from the shenanigans. Love the confidence.
Acor has a nade in hand this time. Oh, he's just switched away from it. They'll smoke it again instead.
Let's run it back a 3rd time, says Kios. It's going deeper. So Isaac is spraying from further away to suggest that no one is close. And his fate might work out wonderfully. He finds 2 and he's got info on karrigan as well. A simple play from GamerLegion could certainly help them to overtime. Volt's got a good angle as well. Not a guarantee though. Oh, the shadow's so good, but he doesn't finish off Rain. Talking about fast fragging, that was quite a snap from him. 3-on-3. Now it becomes very nervous. GamerLegion is so far back, they've got almost 0 info. Acor with the AWP holding down mid from Donut, but apart from that, it is guesswork.
A single smoke for FaZe, though, so they can't smoke off both sides here. That could be a problem for them.
Snax has an incendiary. That could really be ruinous for a bomb plant here. There's the deployment. karrigan pressing forward. That's a huge frag. So much space created. Isaac trying to find an angle. Brokey down to half health. They might lose it here, GamerLegion. Such an awkward peek to Shadow, but he still delivers with the pre-fire, Isaac. They've both got kits. No smokes for this choke point. Rain's gone for a very brazen flank. Brokey will be depended on. He's missed the angles though, knife out. He's got to go quietly. This clock is ticking, and he is so close. He could ruin this for them, and he probably will. Great trigger discipline. Isaac in a 1v2. He's not going to find these frags in time. Brokey swings first. Does he hold it? Does he hold it? He has to. He's got no choice. Rain is running to get there in time, and he will. Squeezing that last frag in. FaZe take a very close game of Ancients.